Hey, what's going on guys, Fred's Tech Up here. This is my review of the Samsung Galaxy A30s. This could be one of the best mid-range smartphones you can buy today. It is one of the phones I've been looking out for to review for some reason. Being a follow-up on the previous A30, which itself was a very compelling device, it ticks the check marks in most areas, and I am so happy to share my thoughts with you, what I think about it, so to help you make that purchase decision. But before I begin, please kindly hit on the subscribe button to join this awesome family and turn on your post notification so you get alerted when I upload a new video. So let's get things started with the design. Coming from the previous A30, which was beautiful, I honestly think the A30s looks prettier. It is a step above the A30 when it comes to design. What I have here is called Prism Crush Black. As you can see here, there are some prismatic style reflection thing going on when I tilt it to different lighting condition. It looks and feels premium, which is what you want from a modern smartphone, and it weighs about 166 grams, which means it is not heavy at all. To sum things up, it looks simple and clean, and I like it a lot. On the right side of the device, we've got the power button and the volume rocker keys, and the keys there feels very tactile and responsive to clicks. They don't feel cheap like most devices I've reviewed on this channel. On the left side, we've got the SIM slot that contains a dual nano SIM and a micro SD card slot. At the bottom, we've got the headphone jack, a USB Type-C charging port, a microphone, and the speaker grill. On top, there's another microphone. At the rear, houses a 3-camera setup with a single flash and a Samsung branding. Up front houses a 6.4-inch HD Plus Infinity V display. Then on the V display houses a 16-megapixel selfie shooter, which is the same sensor found on the A30. Okay, the display has been reduced from 1080p to 720p resolution on the A30s. I don't know why Samsung made such a decision. At least for the price, it should have been left with the same display on the A30. But I have to say it is decent, and you can barely tell the difference unless you keep it side by side with the previous device and try to find individual pixels. The A30s packs a 6.4-inch Super AMOLED display with a pixels density of 268. It has a screen-to-body ratio of 84.9. It is sharp with vivid colors, it has good color reproduction. Being an AMOLED display, everything just pops. Watching YouTube video is very pleasing and enjoyable on this device. I don't really have much to complain here apart from the fact that the display is not a 1080p, which might turn some people away from it considering the price. Other than that, the display is very good. The Galaxy A30s packs an Exynos 7904 14nm octa-core CPU that is clocked at 1.6 GHz for the first 6 cores and 1.8 GHz for the remaining 2 cores, a 4GB of RAM, a 64GB of internal storage, Samsung One UI on top of Android 9 Pie, and a decent 4000 mAh battery. When it comes to performance, it is fast and responsive. Playing games, launching apps, and general multitasking performs very well, but it doesn't mean it is entirely smooth. If you have too many apps running in the background, you'll notice some performance drop. Playing heavy titles like PUBG and other CPU demanding games will have a hit on performance. But basic tasks as browsing the web, light gaming, navigating through social sites like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram run smoothly on this device. I tested it against the A30 and it performs better than it. That might be the advantage of the 720 screen, which is not dealing with too many pixels. The A30s uses the same CPU on the A30, but the A30s slightly performs better when it comes to performance. I think another saving grace here is One UI, which is nicely optimized on this device. It comes with One UI version 1.5 and it is decent with very minimal brute weight that is not intrusive. One UI is just clean and it runs very smooth. The A30s has another decent upgrade, which is the in-display fingerprint scanner. It is decent, though not as fast as the physical hardware on the A30, but then this is the future. With time, it will definitely get better. First unlock is fast and reliable. The A30s packs an impressive 4000 mAh battery and it is very okay. On basic use, it should be able to last for a day and a half. Charging time with the included 15W fast charger took about 2 hours to charge from 0 to 100%. About the camera, the A30s step up its game here by employing a 3-camera setup behind, which are 25 megapixels main camera an 8 megapixels ultra wide camera, 5 megapixels depth sensor, and that's a step above the A30, which had just 2 cameras behind with the lower pixels count. The A30s takes pretty looking images when there's plenty of light. You get sharp and defined details and pretty accurate colors. High dynamic range is good and the overall images looks bright and sharp. Portrait shots are okay, but edge detection isn't that great. It is good but not great. The ultra wide angle camera does a pretty decent job as well. Images from it is decent with good amount of details and it is pleasing, though it might struggle a bit in low lighting condition. Selfie on the other hand is quite decent as well. It is sharp with good details and the overall image quality is what you expect from this type of device. I would say I'm very impressed with the overall result here. The A30s records video in 1080p resolution at 30 frames per second and it is very good. However, the footage is shaky, which means there is no inbuilt video stabilizer. You might want to get yourself a tripod or a gimbal. Other than that, the video quality is impressive. So that is it guys. The Samsung Galaxy A30s is a decent upgrade from the Samsung Galaxy A30 in many ways. It is a decent smartphone, but the increase in price might push some people away to a close competitor. At 81,000 naira, I won't say it is that compelling considering what you get from the likes of Tecno, Xiaomi and Huawei. Price plays a big role when it comes to buying something that has strong competitors, and especially if the competition offers great value too. But brand identity, quality and timely updates might make you want to jump on board with the Samsung Galaxy A30s. Alright, share your thoughts with me in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this device. Tell me what you think about the Samsung Galaxy A30. Like and share this video to help someone make a purchase decision. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye bye.